Sahana vavatu Sahanau bhunaktu Sahaviryam karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May the Lord protect us. May He nourish us. May we acquire the capacity to study and understand the scriptures. May our study be brilliant and may we not cavil at each other. Om, peace, peace, peace unto us all. Dear brothers and sisters, loving Sai Ram to all of you. We welcome all of you for the online satsang of the Sri Sathya Sai Baba Center of Arcadia. We started the study guide of the Aradhana Mahotsavam last week, and that mainly this covers the 5 fundamental human values: Satya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Ahimsa, which we talked about. That is truth, right conduct, peace, love, and non-violence.
Sai Ram, we are studying the study guide, page 6, Peace, Shanti. Om Sri Sai Santa Murtaye Namaha, who is the personification of peace. Baba emphasizes peace, Shanti, as one of the 4 pillars of individual and social happiness. He declares that every human being is an embodiment of peace, Santa Sharupa. In essence, he and we are embodiments of peace. Since Baba is the indweller, peace is our reality. As the depths of the sea are unaffected by tides and whirlpools, as the depths of space are undisturbed by tornadoes and thunderbolts, our inner core is the realm of peace, of Shanti. Baba insists that peace is not the absence of agitation or unrest. It is the consummation of Satya and Dharma, of adherence to truth and morality at all levels. Baba says that peace can be earned only by rigorous control of the senses, which attract and distract and cause movements forward and backward. Peace is fortitude in fortune and misfortune. It is equanimity, unshaken steadfastness. Baba addresses the vast numbers who gathered to listen to him as, quote, embodiments of Shanti, unquote. For he visualizes the inner core of each. He is the inner core, and so each one of us is of his nature fundamentally. In everyone, Sai exists, he asserts. So for everyone, Shanti, Sai is the core. Next section. People need Prashanti and Prema. It is always richly rewarding to delve into the significance of the names that Baba sometimes gives to people or things. His residence at Putparthi, constructed during 1948-1950, was named Prashanti Nilayam, the abode of supreme peace. All beings have to obtain it sometime, somewhere. Each has to build it for himself with his guidance and grace. Baba has cautioned the humanitarians and philanthropists of this era that people today do not yearn for toys and trinkets which feed avid appetites. They yearn rather for the glory of God, peace on earth, and goodwill among men. They need calm contentment rather than loud sensationalism. Baba has been insisting that those who draw 5-year plans for dams, powerhouses, railway lines, and factories must also provide adequate correctives for the devastation of traditional values. which will follow the vast accession of pettiness and profit. People intoxicated with sudden prosperity and disheartened at the loss of traditions need prashanti and prema to comfort courage and equanimity. Next section. Restlessness is but the rise and fall of the wave on the ocean that you are. Mention can be made here of a small book, Dialogues with the Divine, brought out by an All India Academy of Scholars and Sadhakas, founded by Sathya Sai Baba. Quote, this work has, as Baba writes, blossomed out of the bliss that the author V.S. Page has earned and enjoyed in his inner self. Unquote. When he sat at the feet of Sri Sathya Sai Baba and questioned him with humility on various problems arising out of his studies and spiritual practices. Baba tells him, quote, nothing can be attained without ceaseless practice. So every moment you should remember God and be happy in that thought. Then only will you be able to attain peace. Are we not at peace when one thought ceases and another does not arise? You have to wait for that gap. Be at one with that peace. Then that peace will become continuous and lasting. Thoughts ever arise and subside as ripples on the surface of water. You have to look at the mass of water, not merely at the ripples. Similarly, the Atman ever dwells in peace, but man fails to realize this and remains ever absorbed in the vacillations of the mind. Constant vigilance is needed to ignore the waves and watch the water. Restlessness is but the rise and fall of the wave on the ocean that you are. Unquote. Next section. Sathya Sai sets an example of peace. In teaching and admonishing the devotees in relation to their troubles, he told them that they must concentrate on the recitation of God's name, that it was the best means of earning peace. Once he suddenly turned to a devotee with the question, don't you do recitation? She started to say something in reply, but Baba did not wait to hear it. Oh, you have lost your Japamala rosary, haven't you? He asked. Then, thrusting his hand into the sand, he took out a rosary and said, here, come and take this. The lady rose reverently and came forward with folded hands to receive. Sai Baba signed her to halt and told her with a smile illuminating his face, wait, first tell me whose rosary this is. She looked at it and gasped, mine, Baba, or rather my mother's. She was so happy to get back her rosary, the one given to her by her dying mother. Baba told us all about her mother's piety, her brother's rigorous tapas, austerity, and her own sadhana spiritual practice. He asked her when she had lost the precious rosary. We were all dumbfounded when she declared she had misplaced it 4 years previously at Bangalore. That is the end of peace. Turn it over to you, Dr. Reddy.
Yeah, so this is the third, the human values, that is peace. So how do you get peace? That's why I want, in the whole thing I want to summarize. Swami says, I want peace, right? Everybody wants peace. Everybody wants two things, happiness and peace. So the answer is in that thing, I want peace, Swami said. First is remove the I, the ego. That is what there is an obstacle for our peace. Second is want, excessive desires, particularly selfish desires. I want this and that. Those two are the one which cause agitation. So when you remove that, then we get peace. What is that peace? Is not regular peace. What Swami says, peace is called Shanthi. But Swami is talking about Prashanti, one which is supreme peace, not an ordinary peace, but supreme peace. Regular peace is Shanti, this is Prashanti. What Jesus, the Bible they call peace that passeth understanding. So that is how we get the peace. And that's why even Tyagaraja, the famous Carnatic singer and known devotional singing. He says, Shantamuleka Saukyamuledu. Without peace, you won't have happiness. So you need peace to be happy. For that, we need to get rid of these two, the ego and desires. And also this beautiful miracle they related to shows Swami is beyond the time and beyond place, because she lost it in Bangalore and Swami put it out of the sand in Chitravati. Right, she lost it in Bangalore and Swami pulled it from Chitravati sand, and she lost it 4 years ago. So that means it transcends space and time. And another thing is, to get the peace, Swami says, one is get rid of the ego and get rid of the desire. But third thing is, Swami says, repetition, practicing God's name. That is very important. So these are the things which I would like to share about the peace. Sai Ram.